To the ham gear he donated to the Shelbyville Ham Club down there.
His what would you call a call sign for ATV had a skull, a real skull with, it was a live camera shot, human skull, and then had his call sign underneath that.
Yeah, that was his trademark.
One of the things I read about him, he'd bring in Boy Scout troops and stuff like that. I think the word leaked out to FBI some way that some of the stuff he had, they're the ones that started sniffing.
Yep, it's highly illegal to bring artifacts from other countries. Besides probably human skulls too, but yep, everything he was doing was illegal.
Well, I don't think that was quite true. Some of it was. There was some. They didn't take it all, from what I understand. They went through and completely inventoried everything. And yeah, there were some things that I don't know that he was able to explain why he had them. But a lot of it, I mean, he used to go on a lot of safaris and stuff, and they did a lot of digs here in the United States as well, out in the, where the fossils and stuff are out west and that sort of thing. So, yeah, he wasn't totally illegal, but I guess some of the stuff he should not have had.
That's what I read like.
Yeah, I guess so. You just think that, I guess he had permission to bring some stuff into the U.S. Anyway, very interesting. I've got, you may have went to call FBI, I've got a really cool one from Mexico. They'll never find it, but anyway, I love artifacts. I think it's great stuff. Usually not worth anything. Just finding an arrowhead around here is just sell them on eBay for $5 or something silly like that, but yeah, they're cool to find. Anybody got a subject for tonight? This is NRA TV. Oh, rescue me there, Jeff.
Alright, what about trying this one? Do you work on your own hand gear, and how involved do you get with it, or do you send it off for repair, or somewhere in between?
Yeah, we can do that. Work on your own gear, and when do you draw the line? And if somebody does work on it, let us know who it is. It's hard to find a good repairman. So, all right, that'll be the subject tonight. Do you work on your own ham gear? And if you don't, where you finally draw the line. And then who might fix it for you? Maybe you just take it out back like me. Some stuff I just take my 45 and shoot it, get something else, but that works too. Anyway, we got a couple of minutes. Anybody else like to check into the net? My name's Dave in South Central Ohio. NRA TV listening. WH4DJP. Okay, anybody else? There's somebody in there. It's probably way off on the West Coast. It's a pretty good night tonight. NRA TV. Okay, let's get the net going here. My name is Dave, NRA TV. I'm Joey, are you still in there? Can you copy me, okay? KD5RWR, NRA TV.
85 RWR, you still with us, Joey?
Okay, let's go up to Robert. KDA and TV. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. No problems, Dave. Just laying here thinking. I guess the subject at hand. Yes and no. Yes, back during the 70s and 80s, I had no fear. I would tackle anything. And I did an awful lot of work on radios, of all sorts, but most of my radio work actually went back to the 70s and 83, 84. I gave it up when I left town and moved out here in the country. I had a little shop behind my garage in the house that I would do just about anything that anybody wanted done to a CD radio. I have no idea how many hundred I've converted or modified or done something to. And equipment's a little bit tougher to work with. And I continued to work on this stuff until pretty much the late 80s. I was done with it by 95. 95, I don't think I've worked on anything since, even my own equipment, for several reasons. Being wheelchair bound, there's a lot of stuff I could do, but unfortunately I sold all my test equipment. At the same time I sold all my HF radios back in 95 when I got my pilot's license. I needed all the money I could come up with. Why? And I really enjoyed that until I lost my medical. Couldn't get it back. 2000. Well, I fought with them the last 3 years. I go in to take a 3-year physical, and by the time I got through jacking around with the FAA, I get 6 months out of it. Took them at least 6 months to a year to issue it, and then they make it for 6 months. I have to do it all over again. So I got sick of it. Anyway, that's it for me. So yes, I used to do it. No, I don't do it anymore.
Okay, Robert, very good. Okay, let's go down to Mike. WA9FTO, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, pretty good, Dave. WA9FTO says good evening to everybody on the net. It's 29 degrees here in Indiana. Windy out, boy. It's got real windy today. And it's still running 15 to 20 mile an hour. And of course the wind chill now is down around 15 degrees according to the little weather station. So winter's coming in with a roar, I think. But we didn't have any snow. I think all the snow went east of us, so it was wet, but it wasn't frozen, so that's good. Well, let's see. On the subject at hand, fixing my own stuff, like Bob says, it kind of depends. If it's got parts that I can unsolder and take out with air needle hose or something, yeah, I'll probably try and work on it. But if it's surface mount and I got to use a microscope to see them, no, thank you. We'll leave that to somebody that has all the proper tools and equipment. Fortunately, I really haven't had to do any real repair on any of the late model stuff. The last one was my Yaesu 1000 Mark V that I wiped the front end of the main receiver out in. And there's a fellow in Tennessee that's the only thing he'll work on. is the 1000 series radios. And so we sent it off to him, and it was a couple $100, but it was worth it. He replaced the bad parts and put a little green wheat bulb in there to protect it. So if I did it again, why it would open up the light bulb instead of the transistor. So, but I guess that's about all we've got to say on the subject. If old tube gear, yeah, we'll dig in and fix that stuff, and no problem there. And if it's like I say, if it's got parts I can grab with a pair of needle nose or something and unsolder, we'll work on that stuff. But that's about our extent. Thanks for running the net tonight, Dave. NRA TV, WA9FDO.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, it probably takes 20 years to learn how to do the hot air soldering station. Think of this: there's both of these variables. The different size tips, there's different amount of heat, different amount of air blowing. How far you're holding it from the circuit board, how fast you're waving it across the part. All this it comes into play that the pros know. I've practiced and played, and here parts on the bottom. It's a two-sided board. Here parts on the bottom are falling off. It's a mess. You really got to know what you're doing. That's one of those things. Okay. Why did that do that? I got to figure that out. Down to W8LMG. Lionel, how you doing? This is NRA TV.
Since Mac. I'm before Mac.
W8LMG, okay. W8LMG, are you still there?
Could be back. I'm looking to see if he signed in.
Yeah, he signed out.
Okay, we're down to Robert, W8LXJ, NRA TV.
I'm like some others. I do not touch the right one stuff, all solid state. I even hesitate to look at menus, make changes there. There's never been an upgrade from the internet on the hardware or anything like that. Let's see if my wife gets it. She's got it now. Now the older stuff, from the Kenwood A30 on back, I'll do all the Drake's columns, that's fine. Yeah, I'll work on them. I don't hesitate on anything. I had tubes and classes. The KW1, I had that transformers not replaced, and fixed some faulty circuitry. Same way on all the AM receivers. I got channel generators and everything. I've already done cut some of this stuff. But the solid state, computerized stuff, I won't touch it. Maybe the battery, and that is all. I don't know what I'm doing with it, and I don't care to mess it up. The story, over.
Okay, Robert. Yep. Especially the IC chips and stuff, starts getting a little complicated. And then it's not that easy to change a chip like that. Okay, let's go down to Michael in Iowa. N5KB, NRA TV. How you doing? Okay, now were you sort of like my dad? He was a TV repairman, and he never wanted to repair his own TV. I'm a bricklayer, and I don't want to lay brick at my house, so just curious if you guys. I know my dad had a TV. He'd go up and slap it, and it worked every time. He had probably a loose connection to vertical circuit. I forget what it was. You do that also there? Let's see, where am I? I'm losing my spot here. We're down to Paul yet? No.